Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to Pokemon Unbound 2 Insane, and today we're going to battle Marlon. Stick around to the end to see a crazy comeback, but buckle up because this is a long one, so we're going to get right to it. Shadow Admin Marlon just captured the Zaptos on top of Thunderclap Mountain, and he's certainly going to use them. So here we go, he leads with the Zapdos, and we're going to lead with Abomasnow. It is raining, however, we're going to override that with the hail. This is an important reason why we want to lead with Abomasnow here, because that rain is going to be important on these first few turns that we get rid of it. Abomasnow is slower, but we get off the priority move Ice Shard first. Now Zapdos is going to go for Hurricane here, which has 100% accuracy in the rain. Despite getting rid of the rain, he still lands the Hurricane at 70% accuracy. This is going to one-shot the Abomasnow, but all we can do is try to improve our odds the best we can, make the most out of the situation, and adapt. So even though Abomasnow got one-shotted, he wasn't entirely useless. We overrid the rain, we've got hail up for the next few turns, and we also managed to get off some damage on the Zapdos before going down. Frostlass is going to come out next, and we're going to make use out of this hail. So Zapdos doesn't like Frostlass here. He always runs away. He goes for the U-turn. He's going to get off not very much damage, and he's going to go back to Marlon. So Frostlass has the ability Snow Cloak, which increases evasion in the hail, as well as holding the Lax Incense, which increases evasion even more. We activate the Aurora Veil, which is a 2-in-1 reflect and light screen that you can only use in hail as well. So we are making use of the hail the best we can here. So Sharpedo comes out, and this is a bad matchup for Frostlass. We're predicting an incoming Crunch or Jaw Lock. It's a dark type move, and we want to switch into someone that can resist that. It's going to be our boy, I always say that, our girl Breloom. Sharpedo Mega Evolves. This is pretty scary now. We've got Mega Sharpedo on the field. He is very fast and hits hard. So he's going to go for the Jaw Lock as predicted. It's a dark type move. A Breloom type resist, and also due to the Aurora Veil still being up, it does not do very much damage. So another turn of hail goes by. We've still got a good amount of hail turns left, so we want to be able to use them the best we can here. But for now, we've got Sharpedo to handle. As I said, Sharpedo is fast. He's going to outspeed us. Goes for the super effective Poison Jab, but thanks to the Aurora Veil, Breloom hangs on by just a sliver of health. Fire back with the Drain Punch, we get the one shot, and this is going to restore us some good amount of health too. So that's Sharpedo down. We took out his Mega. That's 1 down, 5 to go. Let's go. See how important it was to get the hail up and use the Aurora Veil to protect Breloom there, because without that, he would not have survived the Poison Jab. Now that we were able to get off the Drain Punch, not only did we KO the Sharpedo, but we restored most of our health as well. Zapdos comes back out. He wants to go for Hurricane here, being super effective against Breloom. We don't have anyone that will type resist, so we go for the next best option. Frostlass is likely to dodge, and he does. We get the lucky RNG this time. It's about time. Hurricane is super likely to miss here thanks to Frostlass increased invasion in the hail, and also without rain having base 70% accuracy. As I said before, Zapdos is scared of Frostlass. So he goes for the U-turn, gets off a bit of damage, and goes back to Marlon. Crocodile is going to come out, and this is perfectly fine. He gets off the Intimidate, which doesn't matter because Frostlass is a special attacker. We're going to use Frost Breath anyway on the Zapdos, being super effective against flying, but it's also super effective against ground type, which Crocodile is a ground type. Not the best switch in there, bud. So the hail is going to continue thanks to the extended duration. However, the Aurora Veil is going to wear off this turn. So we want to finish off Crocodile here. One more attack is all it's going to take, but there is only 1 or 2 turns left to hail, so we want to make the most out of it as possible. We get up a second Aurora Veil, and we've got now about 5 more turns of protection left. Crocodile misses the crunch thanks to Frostlass increased evasion, and we are doing great here. Even if the opponent does manage to land an attack, we've got the Aurora Veil back up, which will protect Frostlass and the rest of the team as well. We are faster here. Frostlass is going to outspeed the Crocodile. We go for the Frost Breath one more time. It's going to be super effective and more than enough to take him out. That could have gone left real quick if he had landed one crunch or a Stone Edge or something. Without that Aurora Veil, Frostlass would have been toast. But we handled it right, we set up everything perfectly, and we got the knockout. So that's 2 down, 4 to go. Whittling Marlon's team down little by little. Tentacruel is going to come out next. Now the rain is back. We are out of hail. The rain is back, which is going to boost Tentacruel's water type moves in the rain. We no longer have the increased evasion in the hail, but the effects of the Aurora Veil still linger even after the hail goes away. So it's important to remember we still have Aurora Veil up. We're going to trade a Will-O-Wisp Burn for a Toxic Poison. Now this Tentacruel is hard to kill. He's super bulky. He has Black Sludge, which is effectively leftovers for poison types, as well as the ability Rain Dish, which heals him in the rain. Bad timing for the rain to come back. We go for Hex. Is going to deal double damage due to Tentacruel being burnt, and still doesn't do nearly half his health. Tentacruel fires back with the rain boosted Scald and does about half of our health as well. So now we've got a whole lot going on here. We've got Tentacruel heals from the rain dish. He's going to get hurt from burn. He's also going to heal from the black sludge. And then we are going to get hurt from poison. So this Tentacruel is really stally. He's really bulky and stally. This is part of the reason why this battle is so long, and I tried my best to edit it here and make it as short as possible. So we don't have anything exactly that can knock this thing out in one shot. We don't have any psychic types or anything like that. So our next best option is Ludicolo. Now Ludicolo has the Swift Swim ability, which doubles speed in rain, so you'll always be attacking first. And we're also going to try to get off the Leech Seed here. This is going to be a very long and grueling Stally battle, but as I said, don't worry, I edited the best I could. Aurora Veil runs out. Now this isn't great, but it's not that bad either because Tentacruel's only a really attacking move here is Scald, which Ludicolo 4 times resists. So we go for Fake Out on the first turn, getting off not very much damage, but just passing these stall turns by. We skip ahead and go for the Leech Seed here. The reason we need Leech Seed is because the burn is dealing the equivalent amount of damage that Black Sludge and Rain Dish are healing, so nothing is getting done. If we get off the Leech Seed, we're going to deal more damage per turn than he heals. Unfortunately, he also gets off the Toxic on us, so this is going to be a battle of attrition. Here we go once again. Tentacruel's Rain Dish is going to heal him up. He's going to heal from the Black Sludge. The Leech Seed is now going to proc, dealing a little bit of damage to him and restoring us for a bit. Unfortunately, we are going to take toxic damage as well, so a whole bunch going on. And Tentacruel takes burn damage as well. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I don't really like these stall battles, so we're going to end it as soon as we can. We're going to read the Protect on this turn. Tentacruel just used Toxic last turn, so he's likely to go Protect, and we read the Protect perfectly. Now we've got Breloom out on the field. We want to attempt to go for the finishing blow here, but Marlon switches out Tentacruel, and Zapdos comes back out. Breloom does not want to see Zapdos here. He's going to fire off the Bullet Seed, and this is going to do negligible damage. This is really scary for Breloom here because now that the rain's back up, Zapdos can go for Hurricane, which is going to have 100% accuracy. And that's going to be 4 times super effective against Breloom. He will definitely get one shot by the Hurricane. So Zapdos is in range here, but unfortunately we're not fast enough. Zapdos is going to move next, so we're going to have to switch into our best option, which again for Zapdos is going to be Frostlass. And see, even if we did try to move first there, the Quick Claw would have screwed us. So we're going to bring out Frostlass and hope for the miss. Unfortunately, we no longer have the increased evasion from the hail. We get hit by the Hurricane. We were hoping for the increased evasion from the Lax Incense to come through for us, but you can't dodge them all. We send out Ludicolo here. Now it is raining, so you know we had to bring Ludicolo. We move first due to Swift Swim. We attack with the rain boosted Bubble Beam, and this is going to be enough to take him out. Land the lucky crit, but that was probably unnecessary anyway. Finally, we took out the Zapdos. This thing was running from us all battle, but now that we've finally taken him out, we are going to be the ones taking advantage of the weather here. Even though we no longer have hail, we've got rain and Swift Swim Ludicolo. Dusclops comes out next. This is another tanky stally Pokemon. So first things first, we're going to get the Leech Seed off, and Dusclops is going to fire back with the Confuse Ray. So more stall tactics here. We don't want to keep Ludicolo in. He's toxic poisoned and now confused, so we switch him out for Breloom. Dusclops goes for Nightshade. This is going to do exactly 40 damage because he is level 40. It's a good attack for bulky, tanky Pokemon that have their EVs invested in defense and HP. And we're going to get the Leech Seed proc, slowly whittling down his health little by little. So now we're going to go for the most broken move in all of Pokemon ever, Spore. The 100% accuracy sleep-inducing move. That's why Breloom is so good. That's why we had to bring Breloom here. Spore is just such an overpowered move, and you can just spam Spore, play it safe, and keep the opponent sleeping all battle. So I really don't like long drawn-out battles like this, but in this scenario, we don't have anything that can hit Dusclops for super effective. So we're going to play it safe. We put him to sleep here. We're going to hit him as hard as we can. We go for the Bullet Seed and hope for some RNG here. This is going to be stab boosted. Breloom is max attack IVs as well, but even that being said, it's still not doing very much damage. We do get the 5 hits off, and on the next turn, if we get lucky, we should be able to take him out. However, Dusclops is going to wake up and fire off the Will-O-Wisp, and this isn't good because Breloom is a physical attacker. This is going to cut our attack in half, so we can no longer take him out in the next turn more than likely. Even after the Leech Seed damage here, Bullet Seed is not going to do very much at all. So Dusclops is low here, but we still want to play it safe. We go for the Spore again. Of course, whenever we use Spore, the RNG gods are not in our favor. He wakes up on the very next turn, but we're going to try again. Now that he's asleep, one more turn of Leech Seed will go by. We go for the Bullet Seed one more time. Hopefully we can roll high enough. He doesn't have very much health left. This should be able to take him out, doing very little damage. We just need to roll like a 4 or higher, but we just fall short and only get the 3 shots. Of course he wakes up and goes for the Pain Split. Just getting super unlucky here. Dusclops drawing out this battle as long as he can, just saving himself as the Leech Seed was about to finish him off, saving himself for a few more turns. Now we could switch here, but we really want to get the job done with Breloom here because we don't want to risk anyone else getting burned. Marlon still has a few strong Pokemon left. So again, we're going to go for the Spore. We're just going to spam this all day. And we need to get lucky. We need him to sleep for more than 1 turn. So Spore is super broken, but apparently only when the opponent uses it. Because whenever you use it, they only sleep for 1 turn max, 2 turns max. So we put Dusclops to sleep one more time. He goes back and switches into Aegislash. So he comes out in the defense stance. He's going to type resist. Breloom is burned as well. So this Bullet Seed is doing absolutely no damage. Breloom is in a tough spot here. We decide to just keep attacking. We're going to sack Breloom here. We don't want to risk anyone else taking damage here. Aegislash is going to stance switch. And whatever attack he uses here is definitely going to be enough to take out the Breloom. He goes for the Shadow Ball, and that's lights out for Breloom. He did the best we could there, making the most out of it, but it was time to sack. So we're going to send out our Aegislash check, Skuntank. Now we have to play this right here. Aegislash attacked in the last turn, which means more than likely he's going to go for King Shield here. King Shield is Aegislash's signature move that acts as Protect, and if you attack the user with a contact move on the turn he uses King Shield, it lowers attack. So we bait the King Shield, we predicted it right, which is why we essentially want to burn the turn by using Toxic. And now in the next turn we can attack, because just like Protect, he can't use it twice in a row. His defenses are down. Well, technically he's still in the defense stance, but we have to make the most of it. We take the opportunity to attack with a Dark Gem boosted Night Slash. This is going to do super effective damage. We don't get the crit, unfortunately. But even worse than that, Aegislash has the Weakness Policy, which is a held item that when the user gets hit with a super effective attack, it sharply boosts attack and special attack. So he stance switches back into attack mode. This is going to hit hard. He goes for the Iron Head, and Skuntank is not going to stand a chance. After the sharp boost in attack, he's going to go down in 1 shot. So we're going to bring out Ludicolo here to try to finish the thing off. This thing is super dangerous here. Now we predict that he goes for King Shield. Every other turn, basically, he's going to go for King Shield. Since he attacked on the last turn, we predicted King Shield, but the thing with Ludicolo is he's a special attacker. We can just spam Bubble Beam because King Shield only works on contact moves. It's still going to protect him, but we don't risk the attack reduction. So we don't have to burn turns. We can just keep clicking Bubble Beam here. We're going to outspeed thanks to Swift Swim. Bubble Beam also is going to be rain boosted, so this should finish him off. But thanks to the defense stance, he has such high defense and special defense, it's not enough to take him out. Aegislash goes for the Shadow Ball, and this is going to hit hard. Keep in mind the Weakness Policy sharply boosted the special attack, and this thing is super dangerous now. Ludicolo goes down in 1 shot, and we're down to 1 last Pokemon. Back against the wall here, it's up to Gyarados, but Gyarados is not one to play with. We get the Intimidate off, but this isn't going to really matter because we're going to outspeed here. We just need to play this waiting game here. We need to burn a turn because Gyarados is a physical attacker and uses contact moves. So we bait out the King Shield, we predict correctly, he goes for the King Shield, and we're not exactly going to burn the turn, but we're going to make use of it. We hit the Dragon Dance, is going to boost attack and speed, and this is going to set us up perfectly to sweep the rest of the team. Sometimes the AI is just too predictable here. He gives us a turn to set up the Dragon Dance, which is fine by me. But now it's time to go on the attack and finish this thing off for good. We hit the Waterfall, the boosted attack and speed. Aegislash is going to go down. We needed to play that right and bait out the King Shield first because that Aegislash was dangerous. He could have very well one-shot the Gyarados, and that would have been game over. Tentacruel is going to come back out next, and he is burned and yellow health. It's only going to take 1 more attack, and Gyarados is a beast. We hit the crunch, and that's Tentacruel down too. Call the cleanup crew. Gyarados getting the job done. Let's go. Still raining out, but that's fine. If anything, that works to our advantage, boosting Gyarados' water type attacks. Marlon sends out his last hope, his last Pokemon, Dusclops. Although he's not going to be able to do anything here, we're faster, he's in range. Click Waterfall 1 more time, and this is going to be more than enough to take out his last Pokemon, and that's GG. Gyarados getting the job done. Call the cleanup crew. Shadow Admin Marlon, GG. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. I know it was a long one. I did the best I could to edit it down. Originally, this battle was 22 minutes or something like that. I normally don't like editing it too much just because the music in this game is so good. Cutting the clips chops up the music and it doesn't really sound good, but in this case, I kind of had to. So stick around for the next episode where we meet up with Jax in Epidemi Town for the first ever Let's Play. Leave a comment, let me know if you enjoyed this editing style or your thoughts in general on the video. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.